Yo, it's your boy Marcus and Morsini back with a video, and today we're going to be talking about TTK, time to kill, and why that's important in COD Mobile VR, and just in general, really, why it's important in gaming. So, time to kill is kind of how fast you kill in a video game of any kind, really. Time to kill is super important to any shooting game at all, whether it's console, PC, phone, mobile, whatever you want to call it. TTK is super important in any sort of PvP shooter, just because like guns that kill too fast are not indicative of like a balanced game, nor conducive to like creating a good skill gap. You know what I mean? Like let's think of it this way: if the Fennec in COD Mobile killed in one shot, would there really be a skill gap? Everybody would just use the Fennec. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like what the game's like now. Like the Odin kills in 2 shots. The SKS can kill in 1 shot anywhere on the map, and it just got unbanned in the competitive scene. So you're going to start seeing SKSs everywhere in ranked, because now it's like everybody's going to start using it. All the sweaty players are going to be using it. Like you're just going to start seeing it everywhere. And it hasn't gotten nerfed, so it's insane. So a gun like that kills in 1 shot to the head anywhere on the map, and 2 shots to the body pretty much everywhere else, is absolutely absurd. Like that gun is insane. And for that to be like a meta, that's terrible for the game. Terrible for the game. The time to kill is absurdly fast. Just like with the USS-9, the time to kill is absurdly fast. It kills in 2 shots to the head, 3 shots to the body, anywhere on the map. BP-50 shoots fast. The time to kill on that is also very quick. It's a lot more forgiving because it shoots fast, so it's easier to, if you miss a couple shots, boom, you can just get back on target and you can still get that kill. Because you could shoot, I don't know, maybe 8 bullets out of the BP-50 before 3 bullets come out of the USS-9 if you both start shooting at the same time. So yeah, it's tough. TTK is a tough thing to balance. But in COD Mobile, man, nowadays they are lowering the TTK at an insane rate, right? I mean, COD Mobile used to have a long TTK. Like back when the game came out, you did not die quickly. I mean, there were no guns in the game when the game came out that killed in 3 shots, right? No ARs, SMGs, none of them. It wasn't until they started introducing the SKS and a lot of these other garbage guns that the TTK got insane. So it's kind of crazy to think about. But when you want to have a good TTK, right, and they do this on console COD a lot, right? They ban guns. So guns like the Fennec would absolutely be banned, right? It's got an insane fire rate. Up close gunfights would be a complete joke because this gun's simply just insane up close, right? And it may suck at range, but it's that good up close to where you can end up, once you get used to the gun, just making it a whole different game, like style of play, right? And to some people, right, there are people out there in the console competitive scene, for example, and I'm kind of going to relate a lot of stuff from Codm to the console scene, mainly because they're kind of connected. They're both Call of Duty, just one's on a phone and one's on console, but they're still the same thing. Like everything that's in COD Mobile for the most part has been in a previous Call of Duty. Like none of the stuff that we play and use here is new. You know what I mean? Like, every gun, every streak you see in here is in a console COD, with very few exceptions. Like one of the few things I can think of is the Reaper Ashura character. That's an actual original Codm design in Tunisia. That's an original Codm map, right? But outside of that, like almost everything is literally just brought back from an old Call of Duty game. So this game is not really, it's so much like console COD that it's easily comparable, in my opinion. That being said, let's kind of dive back into the TTK, right? So guns that kill in 2 to 3 shots should not be used in ranked. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this, right? We got a lot of casuals or people who don't understand the fact that ranked is supposed to be a competitive environment and not just like everybody letting loose with whatever is in the game on launch. And there's people in the console scene like Clayster, one of the most winningest COD pros of all time, and I believe a 3-time world champion, if my memory serves me right. So a guy like that, he believes that in console COD, we should play it out of the box. So out of the box, or same thing in COD Mobile, would just be how the game is now in COD Mobile, right? Nothing's banned in ranked. Nothing's banned in the competitive scene, really. I mean, there's a couple of things, but for the most part, you play it out of the box and nothing gets banned. The game's crazy, right? Everything that's cheesy gets abused. Everything that's like, that people hate is getting abused. Like, there's stuff like that. So like in COD Mobile, for example, like how it is now in ranked with nothing being banned, versus how it is in competitive, where like the SKS was banned for a long time up until like a week ago. In competitive, Molotovs were banned in competitive for a really long time. Just super cheesy items like I don't know, trip mines, heartbeat sensors, alert perks, you know what I mean? Perks that literally give away people's locations for free. Like that stuff's banned. Same thing on console. All of that stuff is banned because there's no skill to that. You get to know where other people are for free. You know what I mean? UAVs have always been banned because that's like you get to know the locations for 4 kills of everybody on the other team. Like that's always been banned. You know what I mean? There's supposed to be a skill gap in ranked, and that's just not here. And you hear a lot of people talk about this, like Bobby Plays. I actually tuned into his stream for the first time, and I have no idea how long. And he was talking about ranked and how this super terrible player was legendary and how he's the same rank as Bobby Plays is. And Bobby Plays is an infinitely better player than him. But this guy's terrible, and they're both legendary players. You know what I mean? So it's kind of insane to think about like the skill gap between people, even in just legendary, because anybody can hit legendary. It's just time played, right? You play for long enough to win enough matches to get enough points, and you'll be legendary. It's not necessarily a skill difference, right? So TTK kind of plays into that because having a faster TTK would help out little Timmy Two Thumbs over here be better because he can kill people faster. Even though he's not necessarily good at the game, he's just able to kill people because the game has such a fast CTK, right? And that is kind of part of these guns, and the health only being at 100 instead of like 150, and things of that nature. So I think Codm needs a rework. That's what I'm proposing. I think we just need to buff the health. Maybe would help. Buff it up to 150 instead of a 100 base health. Buff it up to 150, and that might help. I really think it would just be much better off to balance the guns that are in the game currently. That's an absurd thing for them to do, though. I mean, they have COD Mobile developers are notorious for like the worst weapon balancing changes of all time, like the BP-50. Apparently, they've nerfed that twice now, and it's still probably one of the best guns in the game, without a shadow of a doubt. Like it's the top 3 gun in the game, and they've apparently nerfed it twice. So, you know, whatever. And then the USS-9, right? That came out not last season, but the season before. And yeah, no, it came out last season. So it had the whole season to be the meta. And then they decided not to nerf it, and now it's absolutely insane. Right? They didn't buff it, but they didn't nerf it either. So it's absurd. We obviously can't rely on developers to nerf things. So a ban system would be great, because the TTK in the game right now is absurd. A lot of these guns kill insanely quickly. I say pretty much any gun that kills in 2 to 3 shots or less is got to go, right? Excluding snipers. I'm fine with most of the snipers going that aren't bolt action. I think all the bolt action snipers should stay. HDR, Tundra, Locust, DLQ, things like that. But the ones that got to go, the SVD got to go. XPR's got to go. Even the Arctic. I love the Arctic, but that thing's got to go too. So there's just a lot of things about the TTK in this game that absolutely blow. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay. I was absolutely frying these kids. I finished with 46 kills. I was definitely kill whoring, but yeah, we still won, so it doesn't really matter. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on TTK and COD Mobile. And speak to Will Marcus or Morsini. I'm out. Peace.